What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going to check out the video. What is good, YouTube? Get used to this if you're a subscriber, because I'm going to be going all day and it's not even 6 o'clock. But another thing has happened. Brook Lopez is going to sign with the Milwaukee Bucks. I was a little surprised about this. Yeah, it was the perfect fit. Yeah, they let him be what he wanted to be as a three-point shooter. They gave him a chance to showcase his new abilities, and they made his job a lot easier with guys like Bledsoe and Malcolm Brogdon, Giannis drawing and kicking defenders, giving him open looks. And they allowed Brook Lopez to play this style. They allowed him to be the best version of his new self. And it did make sense. It was a perfect fit. He had one of his better seasons. I thought that he would go wherever he wanted, because guys that can shoot threes is a hot commodity. Everybody wants shooting, but most teams can't give you the shooting. Most players can't give you the shooting at that 4 or 5 position like Brook Lopez is able to do. And I was surprised that the Bucks was able to get him. He can go to he went to Brook. He was in Brooklyn. He was in LA. He was in those big cities, and he was able to get deals with them. It's kind of surprising that out of all places you will play at, especially as hot as he is right now as a commodity to teams, that he will re-sign with the Bucks. I think the contract is fair for both sides, because Brook Lopez is not a superstar. He's not a franchise guy like he was when he got drafted. That's what they wanted him to be, and he did live up to the all-star hype. He just never became one of the most dominant players. His highest career was 20 points a game, but he was able to stay steady at that in Brooklyn, and now he has going into his second half of his career where he is 31, and this deal do lock him up to about 35. And I still think if he's able to shoot and he still has no major injuries, he should be able to play a little longer, because he is tall, he is big, he does have post skills, and shooting doesn't really deteriorate, especially if you rely on other people to create your shot. It's easier to age in this game. This is a season where he comes off playing 81 games, 28 minutes, 45 from the field, 36 from 3, and 6.3 attempts. He also shot 84% from the free throw line when he did get there, because he only made it to the free throw line 1.6 times because he didn't really shoot that many contested shots or even tried to draw a foul unless he was in the post or getting a rebound. He mostly shot threes and kept the floor space, so he didn't really get the rebounds or the number of free throws that you think he would, because he was a guy that gave you about 6 free throws a game back in his heyday, but that's when he was more of a paint player. He's a perimeter player at this point of his career, and he was still able to give you 12.5 points in those 28 minutes. So I was a little shocked that he did want to stay with the Bucks, but they was willing to pay him. They was willing to give him his same role. They was willing to allow him to be himself, and they was the #1 team in the entire NBA, winning 60 games, the only team to win 60 this season. And they went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they was up 2-0. So he does know that this team can win. He does know that this team is one of the better teams. You can go to a better city, but will you have the same opportunity to win? That's going to be the question. But that is a question even for the Bucks, as Chris Middleton and Malcolm Brogdon are free agents. They can possibly get paid somewhere else, or they're going to have to take a pay cut now that they gave Bledsoe the extension, Giannis the extension, and if they even get Middleton and Lopez, who for sure getting the extension. If that's the case, somebody's going to have to take a pay cut, whether it's Middleton or Brogdon. They're not going to get the max for their contract to sacrifice to win with this Bucks team, but we do not know that right now, because free agency just hasn't even started. It's just rumors of what they're going to do and what they agreed on, because they agreeing with the team that they already play for, so they can negotiate and talk to that team first. And if they can reach a deal, it's easier than mulling all the offers and going to where you want to go. So they took the first deal that was available. They're happy where they're at, and I feel like Brook Lopez will be amazing. We needed, well, not we, but I live in Wisconsin. They needed Brook Lopez to be this because that's what gave Giannis the ability to play the 3 or the 4 is because of the floor spacing that Brook Lopez brings at that 5 position. So I think he's a perfect fit. He was able to show that all season, and he was productive. He was fun to see. It seemed like he had a lot of joy playing with this team, and they do have unfinished business. When you have the type of season that they had, you have guys winning Executive of the Year, you have guys winning the MVP, you have guys winning Coach of the Year. That just lets you know that you still got a little bit more to go because you didn't win the title. Everybody expected the Bucks to get to the NBA Finals. People expected the Bucks to beat Toronto, and people obviously expected them to beat Detroit and the Celtics. Even I'm a Celtics fan, and I felt that the Bucks were so good that we wasn't going to be able to beat them, and we didn't. We ended up getting beat 4 straight games, and I even picked the Bucks to beat Toronto, and they was up 2-0, and it looked like it was basically over in Game 3 when Toronto was able to close that game. The Bucks lost that game and then lost every other game after that. So it shows you how close you are, but how hard it is to win the title. And with this Bucks team, he does have a legitimate chance, especially because we don't know where Jimmy Butler going to go. We don't really know where Tobias is going to go, and we know that the Celtics no longer have Al Horford or Kyrie. The East is a little bit more open. If they can bring back this team to the best of their ability on contracts that's better for the team and for the player and for the organization, this Bucks team could be the team to beat in the East, especially because we don't even know where Kawhi Leonard is going to go at this point in making this video. So all those teams, Sixers, Boston, and Toronto, the biggest competition for them, all could lose their star players, and the Bucks already have theirs locked up in Giannis. Plus, they already have Bledsoe under contract, and now they have Lopez under contract, and now they just got to get Chris Middleton to commit, or even Brogdon. But it's going to be easier to keep Brogdon because he's a restricted free agent, so you can match any offer at the end of the day if you choose to. It's just one of these guys going to have to take a significant pay cut if they want to keep this team together and go fight for another chance for the title. But I was surprised that they gave Brook Lopez the 4 years because that's a lot of money committed to him. I'm not saying he's not worth the money, but you're committing a lot of money to a role player. $52 million is a lot. Jonas only got 35, and if he would have got the 4 years, he wouldn't even be at 50. And he probably is a more productive player, and he got less money in less years. So it shows you how much they really want to be with this team. So at the end of the day, we got to see how the rest of free agency pans out. And at the end of the day, this is going to be crazy seeing who is going to be the team to beat in the conferences. And now that I see that Kevin Durant supposed to sign with the Nets, that might be a potential contender in the future. So the Bucks right now, to me, they powerful, they strong, and with Giannis, the way he's been working and the way he has been playing, it's going to be crazy to see him literally go out there and play the way he is, been able to play. And with him winning that MVP and losing in the playoffs, that might motivate him to be a whole lot better of a player and a better leader. And if that's the case, this is going to be a scary run for the Milwaukee Bucks the next couple years. And now they have Brook Lopez locked up. Now it's time to lock up everybody else and get ready to go at the East. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is an overpay? Are you concerned about the years that they gave him? Do you think it was a fair deal for both sides? Do you think they overpaid him? Is he overrated? Is he underrated? What do you like and don't like about this move? And do you think that at the end of the day, this is the move the Bucks had to make because he was a perfect fit and gave them a new style? But what I will say is it's hard to bring back the same team and expect the same results. Nobody expected the Bucks to win 60. Nobody expected them to lose in the finals when they did in the Eastern Conference Finals. So it just shows you right then and there that they could be the best team in the East this year, just like last year, but they also couldn't. They might not be because we don't know, injuries happen, trades happen, and that can really change the landscape of the league as we go towards the end of free agency and into the trade deadline. So there's a lot of more moves to be made. There's no guarantees in the NBA, but the Bucks is looking good right now, locking up Brook Lopez, and I really want to see what they do with the other guys, or if they're going to go in a different direction with the rest of the team and surprise everybody in Milwaukee and in the world. So I'm gone, and at the end of the day, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below about them locking up Brook Lopez for 4 years and at a decent price. It ain't too much of an overpay. It ain't too bad of a loss. But I just want to know what you guys think at the end of the day about this acquisition. Check out my Facebook page, analysisplayground.com. Link be in the description, comment section below. Check out my website, analysisplayground.com. Link in the description, comment section below. Thanks for everybody that likes on Facebook. Thanks for everybody that likes the videos. Thanks for everybody that comments. I like the activity that you guys have shown. I answered comments that make sense, if that makes sense. And also, at the end of the day, if you like this video, check out my older videos on my channel. I have many playlists. I break down rookies. I break down players. I break down summer league. I do cover the draft, and I got a mock draft up already. Not only that, I do podcasts, and I also talk about the game of basketball, whether it comes to summer league, free agency, trade deadline, buyouts, and also I cover top 10 discussions and stuff like that. So you like this type of video, you like the NBA, check out my older videos and my playlists. I enjoy making these videos. You guys enjoy watching. I'm gone.